What if I told you I'd spent this past week of my life lying to and manipulating an entire server all for a crown I never wanted in the first place? Not that I'd ever do that, just kidding, I already did. Recently, I joined a server called the LevelsSMP, which has these things called multipliers, which are probably important, and if you die, you lose them. So goal number 1 is don't die. Should be easy enough, right? Oh my god! What just happened? I haven't died yet. I'm gonna take that as a win.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're like an immortal demon.
Oh my god, literally. While being toured around the server, I learned there were 2 teams I needed to look out for, the Pirates and the Marines. Both teams were looking for new players, and it was while trying to recruit me that they brought up an upcoming election.
We're hosting the king event on here too.
Wait, what's the king event?
Basically, we have like, there's a king, right? There's supposed to be a king, we have to elect a king.
Okay, now Fia, this is a server you joined not even a day ago. There is no way you want to sign up for an election when you don't even want to be king. Yeah, I signed up for the elections. And actually, this had been the plan since before I even joined the server, all due to a call I had with the leader of the Pirates, a player who had been Level's public enemy all the way since Season 1, Jaden Man.
Welcome to Levels.
Thank you.
So there's an election coming up, right? I have a plan where you run for king. When you win, you give me the crown.
That's not gonna have negative repercussions on me, is it?
No. If we actually pull this off, it's gonna be like one of the greatest plot twists in Level history.
I have no
Level's
idea what I'm
history.
getting myself into, but why
Dude,
not?
It's gonna be so good.
Okay, now that I've preemptively betrayed the entire server, in order to win the crown, I'd need to make it through 4 rounds of elections, each round with fewer candidates, higher stakes, and absolutely no pressure whatsoever. Jaden would build cool things around the server such as this Levels logo and a suggestion box, both of which I would take credit for, and all I had to do was show up to the 4 rounds of elections and convince the entire server to vote for me.
Welcome everyone to the second official LevelsSMP election. We're gonna meet our wonderful candidates, have a delightful time, and if anyone dies, I have all the Marines, and I have all the Marines playing security today, just for you guys. With that said, we're gonna get our first candidate up, Via B.
I would love to hand out a few items to the audience.
What?
Here, so if you guys want to take these,
Yeah.
I have a lot of things I can offer. First of all, I've built myself a house. I built the LevelsSMP logo that's been unfinished for who knows how long. I want to hear your guys' feedback. If you guys want to follow me over here, I'll actually bring you guys on a little bit of a field trip. If you come over here, you see this pink building right here. I have already made a little bit of you could call it a suggestion box. Anything that's put in the suggestion box, I will take into consideration and we'll start doing before I even need to be elected. Once I was done with my speech, I got to hear the rest of the candidates introduce themselves, and some of them were definitely better than others.
I mean, we can all agree what Phoebe has said moved our gentle hearts. But to me, not really. Getting llama bugs as an actual currency on the Levels, bro.
Everything Fia and Lombardi said is a little boring. What if we reverse it and we make Spawn a dripstone haven?
I want violence against the upper class who have stolen everything from me.
What is happening?
Whoa.
You know, I've done some bad actions. I'll actually donate multipliers to the poor.
I wrote a poem.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah, we're taking it back.
I'm gonna try not to
Wasn't I
laugh.
ready? Violets are blue. Here's why I want to be Levels King for all of you.
You want me to make a beat while you do it?
No, it's not a rap.
Did your internet go out?
Guys,
No.
my power went out. I'm so scared.
No one likes this. You said no one likes this, and there's a picture of you.
You know the benefits I have? Look at this. Tomatoes. That's something you get if you vote for me.
I threw that on the stage because Lombardi's speech was bad.
Oh, well, you get that from me if you vote.
As chaotic as round 1 of elections had been, the other players seemed to really like me. And the suggestion box had also been a total hit. Mess up, who wrote Render has a gat? This didn't mean our work was done, far from it. To truly gain the server's trust, I'd need something irresistible, an offer only I could make.
I need you to help me fake my own death. Okay?
I am so okay with that.
One of the biggest complaints in the complaint box.
Was actually you, wasn't it?
Like, it's near spawn, so you go and pick up all my stuff, including my sword called Ship's Bane, which is like a sword that like I actually care about. In order for me to get it back, I have to give you an IOU.
My only concern is that isn't that all a little too convenient that you fell from a high place and I managed to find your stuff and then get in IOU from you, and I'm running for like king. That
I don't know if people will think too hard about it.
we decided to wait for someone to log on before we went through with the plan. Luckily, 3 people ended up logging on and seeing the death message in chat, making this plan even more believable. Until Jaden died again.
That one was an accident.
Bro is not having a time.
Bro,
Just for shit.
I was online and Lamini and True heard me scream because I was like, Jaden
Oh, yeah,
died
that's
from
good.
a career.
Yo, wait, you screamed? Oh, that's perfect.
That's good.
Somehow the entire server bought this, including the only person who knew about the plan. So much so that people started warning me about Jaden's plans to get revenge.
You took his sword, so now you're kill on sight for Jaden Man
I am?
and his entire team. Yes.
Wait, what the
He wants
heck?
his sword back.
One big problem was that I didn't actually have an IOU yet, so 5 minutes before the next round of elections, we met up in secret to exchange a fake IOU plus this secret book I had to sign saying the IOU was fake, and this definitely wouldn't come up later. Once we did that, we rushed over to the stage just in time for round 2 of elections.
This time, 2 people are gonna be voted out today.
For our first candidate, you all know him. The skeletons love him. He's the doofus himself.
Okay, I honestly forgot I was running. I'll do a Q&A.
Why are you running?
Greetings, fellow players of this illustrious Minecraft realm. I am not here to make a grand promise or offer empty rhetoric. Instead, I offer you a vision. A vision of unity.
You give me the text so I can put it in the AI checker?
No.
From here on out, call me King Lamini. I'll answer your questions. Let's be honest here. I'm not gonna win this, but I will also I want to announce a fellow comrade of mine.
What?
Rejoice.
So we got teamers, bro?
Well, I'm just stepping down as king, I guess.
Oh, so you're just
Never
quitting.
even king.
Any questions before I start, real quick?
I hate you.
Actually, no, okay, you're talking over me.
We're all aware of the recent embarrassing downfall of one of our good friends, Jaden Man. We may also be aware that a certain someone may have picked up most of his stuff, so I decided to maybe, may or may not, have gotten this IOU right here. Basically, I'm gonna make him not gonna be able to... Jaden.
Yo, Phoebe's got my vote.
That's not a...
No, Jaden, I don't want to hear anything from someone who's died to a creeper, okay? I don't want to hear anything.
No!
Your only course of action is just making them stop fighting us. But we need to fight them to get the multipliers back.
Wait, Rejoice, what are you gonna do?
I know I haven't done too much yet.
Or anything.
I haven't left the pirate team. Is that not enough? My only team?
Like, how do we know for sure that you're not going to be with the pirates again once you get elected?
Well, I have to sign a book or something? Like, what do I gotta do?
Now that we'd given our speeches, it was time for the first round of eliminations. I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty sure I'd make it through, but this round would determine just how difficult winning would be.
With 2 votes each, moving on to the next round is Phoebe and Team Kalal. With 4 votes, moving on to the next round, Rejoice.
Yeah.
With only 6 votes, moving on to the final 4, fucking Flame Prax.
What? Now that some of the less serious candidates were no longer an issue, I would need to step up my game. So I needed to talk to my potential voters individually, starting with Render. I want to know what you value and what you want in a leader.
Are you specifically asking what you could do for me to get my vote?
A little bit, yes. Render was, for the most part, unhelpful. Not seeming to care about who won the elections, at least that's what I thought until I saw this. Render agreed to vote for me if I lured Jaden to my location so that Render could jump him. And desperate for any leverage I could get, I agreed.
Fia.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
No, wait, what? Hey, back. Hey, no! Jaden, don't you dare. Jaden, don't you dare.
Guessing Jaden is jumping.
What? Wait, Render.
Jaden, it's time for me to
that sucks.
I didn't eat my gap.
Oh my god, I have a book that says, this book declares that any IOU given to Phoebe. What did I just find?
What Render's reading out right there is the same book I signed earlier. Something that was essential to our plan working, and we couldn't let it go out to the public. So in a moment of panic, I reached out to Render to hop in a one-on-one VC.
Listen. Okay, this is very important. You need to know this. Okay?
Okay.
Emma is currently using an IOU on me that I kept silent between me and her for like the past like 4 months. And she's asking me to give back a book that I got from Jaden. This book declares that any IOU given to Phoebe by Jaden Man that has the date 3/19/24 on it holds no power whatsoever.
What?
I'm gonna-
Okay, so the
I'm-
IOU does nothing.
I think so, yeah.
Shit, that's like half my thing, man.
Don't tell her we talked about this, okay? Don't tell anybody.
I won't say anything.
Bro.
If I wasted it, then it's okay.
I
If I wasted it.
swear to God, I put it away, bro. I swear to
Tomato,
God.
you're so shit,
Okay,
dude.
You are so lucky.
so-
I had an
I must just
IOU on
save my
render.
ass, bro. Wait.
Oh my
So
god.
what? He can't tell anyone was on the book either.
No, he can't say anything.
Oh my.
Oh, we're
God.
saved. If Emma didn't use her IOU on render, he could have shown the book to the entire server and our plan would be ruined. But even with that problem solved, there were still 2 rounds of elections we had to win, which meant there were still a few people I needed to talk to. I'm sure you know that today is day 3 of the elections? I'm not here to convince you to vote for me. You know, I can do that on the stage. I'm a little worried about Rejoice.
Really?
Rejoice has a lot of bias on his end.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
I would like to temporarily truce with you and be on good terms, if that is all right with you.
I mean, I'll take it. I don't mind.
I have recently gotten some intel that there are a lot of people who are against me. I feel like I'm not very well equipped to take on a fight, especially not against some of the strongest people on the server. I just need someone to have my back, all right? So that I don't die. I'm terrified.
You know what? That's actually perfect because you're asking the right guy. Because you know I'm a Marine. We would be down, all of us Marines too.
That does make me
Protect
feel
you and stuff.
that does make me feel a bit safer. And with that out of the way, it was time for the 3rd round of elections.
Down to the final 4. We're starting off with a masterful debate. We're gonna start now.
So Phoebe, this isn't really even attack. The last election, I asked you about what your plans were with the whole multiplier inequality situation.
Yes, for now it's unfair to redistribute them, seeing as I don't know every single conflict that has gone on behind the server. But I think we can do court cases. I think we can have civil or even fights if that is need be. We can have planned fights.
Oh, more fights, so the multiplier thieves can get even more multipliers.
No, but if
Well,
people
it seems like you're taking her statements out of context already.
Yes.
Didn't you say yourself that like having pre-established teams is bad? But then before even you're a king, you're trying to form pre-established teams.
Do you genuinely think it is bad for me to want to reinforce my own safety and make sure I don't die before
I think
this
that you
election is
using the
finished?
Rejoice Task Force isn't necessarily a bad thing, and we're happy to support you. However, I do want to reiterate the fact that my team, its entire thing is about power and showing our dominance over the other teams. How is Phoebe supposed to make change when she has to rely on other people's forces in order to help her?
Well, it's one thing. It's literally one thing. Literally defense. It's not like she can't make.
Bro,
other
I've been on the
actions
server
happen.
for not even a week. I'll be honest, I'm worried that if you win Rejoice, it will become a tyranny. That's my fear. I'm really worried about that happening, and that's the whole reason why I ran in the first place, is because I don't want something like that to happen. The debate ended up going completely off the rails, and with all of us at each other's throat, the organizers literally had to force us apart so we could do our closing speeches.
Obviously, I don't really care about the election anymore. Whoever gets the crown, I'm coming straight for you. I don't care who it is. I don't care how long it'll take.
Phoebe will be a quick shot to flame. Caleb literally just admitted he's too scared. You vote for me to uplift the poor. Thanks, guys.
I'd like to ask everybody to come up on the stage with me. Take a look around the server. Everything the light touches is the Levels SMP. Something that needs to be protected. Something that is sacred.
You're already standing in the dark.
And as your king, I can guarantee you guys that I will do that. I've contacted another member of the server, Yuri MC, to help me with this. If I'm elected king, I will personally dedicate the time to make every team or player a mega base.
I want to call out 2 people.
It's gonna be me.
Rejoice and Phoebe. Those 2 came up to me 2 different days in a row, 2 different recordings, asking for an alliance. They came to me for an alliance. I want Spawn to be a safe haven, all right? I want to create a peaceful server together. I, Team Kalau, signed this book to never join the big man pirates ever again for all of season 4.
Yeah.
And that's signed.
That's so good, bro.
Kalau.
Caleb, don't do it.
Do it, Caleb.
Right here.
Do it. I'm voting for you straight away, Caleb, bro.
So I'll start with the good news. With 1 vote. Moving on to the final 2. Team Kalal with 3 votes. Moving on to the final 2. Theoby and Rejoice is eliminated with 11 votes.
Winning this round meant that I was 1 step away from taking the crown, and seeing just how many people had voted me this far made me realize this plan was so much bigger than just me. Jaden was one of the biggest threats on the server, and by giving him the crown, I would be throwing the whole server in jeopardy. Am I doing the wrong thing? I mean, obviously, no duh, I'm doing the wrong thing, but I guess it just...
It's like it's too late to back out now.
As much as I began to question my choices, I couldn't go back now without Jaden wanting my head. And no matter what, I'd already betrayed the server's trust. All I could do now was wait and prepare for the final elections.
Right now, within the next hour, we'll determine if everything we've done was for nothing.
Oh my gosh, that's terrifying. Record this first? Jesus Christ, wait. Can I,
Get back in the
Okay,
cave,
hey,
get back in the cave. Get back in the cave.
They're gonna kill you anyways.
No, I'm dropping it, I'm dropping it.
He's gonna kill you. He's just
Oh my
gonna
god, I'm dropping
He's gonna kill
it.
you. Don't drop it.
What the heck? What the heck? Why? I just wanted to log on the server, bro.
Welcome to the final election. But today, I would like to welcome up our 2 candidates, Team Kalal and Theoby. As you talk to each other and the crowd today, remember what you're fighting for.
Honestly, I don't even know where to start. I feel like we're definitely a lot calmer than some of the other candidates that have been here. And I think we have pretty similar ideals. We both want to make Spawn a lot safer and a lot more fair.
What do you think you have over the other candidate that makes you so much better?
I'd say my loyalty.
To who? I think I'd have a lot of unique power in terms of, for example, mega builds and also the Jaden IOU. I feel like I have a lot of things that not just anybody could bring to the server. Farms at spawn, right? We both want to do that. Keeping the server peaceful, we both want to do that. But I feel like in general, I could take that a lot further than you can, with all due respect. My goal, even before I was running for king, was always to make a community that is able to thrive and where people are able to feel safe. And I've wanted to prove to you guys that I'm dedicated to you guys and to achieving this goal. If I can specifically stop one of the biggest threats on the server with just this book, and that is something that no matter how much enforcement Caleb has, he would not be able to do. I'm also making the promise of making every single team, as well as individual parties, mega bases. You know, I feel like that's also something Kalal isn't promising. I think that's pretty much all I want to say. Thank you so much.
But yeah, have I not proved that I can be your king? Like I said, me and Phoebe are in the same boat here, right? We're not the most powerful people. We're just making builds. Yeah, Phoebe may have more to offer, but I just want world peace. Why can't we all be friends? You know what I mean?
I don't like Jaden.
These are some interesting results.
Oh,
Will Phoebe and Caleb both come up to the stage?
This was it. An entire week of lying and manipulation. All of it boiled down to these next few minutes.
The final score, 2 to 15.
What? What?
First ever actual king of the Levels SMP, Theoby. Just know that by receiving this crown, you're taking on the responsibility of the server, as well as recognizing that a lot of people in this crowd are gonna want you dead.
I understand.
Congratulations.
You know, I don't know many of you guys very well, so the fact that you guys put your trust in me really, genuinely, it warms my heart. I know you guys have all been waiting for one thing in particular. So as my first act as king, I would like to bring a very specific member, Jaden Man, to the stage. Look into the crowd. You have ruined these people's lives. You have killed them. You have made this server one of the most terrifying places, which is why, for my first act as king, I would like to give you this.
What? Yes!
I would like to announce to you all your official king of the Levels SMP, Jaden Man. Thank you all.
You've just made enemies with the entire server.
Yeah, thanks to all of you. You quite literally made me the pirate king. I'm just gonna get out of here now.
Yeah, I think maybe it's time for me to take my role. Sorry guys, GG. As far away as I possibly can, bro. I am out of here.
You may want to log Yeah, they're gonna
It's
come after you.
1700 something.
Go into like a cave or something. I'll be honest. I feel bad. No!
Yeah?
Fuck! Okay, despite my embarrassing death, the election was finally over. Jaden became king and I had completed what I'd set out to do from the very start. But the damage I'd done had been irreversible. Teams began to fall apart. Spawn was in shambles and all of it had been my fault. And because of what I'd done, anytime I was online, members would go out of their way to kill me time and time again. And eventually, people stopped playing altogether. But it couldn't end like that. And after lots and lots of thinking it over, I knew there was one more thing I needed to do. Listen, you don't have to say yes to this, all right? But would you like to start a revolution?